WAEN-FM Atlanta, broadcasting live from the Beat Break 87 studios. Beat Break 87 FM and streaming on beatbreakradiofm.com.
Hi, this is Clifford English, your host and producer of The Gospel Train. Join me every Sunday from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. right here on Beat Break 87 FM radio. You will be encouraged, you will be equipped, you will be educated, you will be entertained, all while hearing the best in gospel music. Don't miss your connection with The Gospel Train right here on Beat Break 87 FM radio. BeatBreakRadioFM.com.
Tune your radio.
Tune in.
Now.
You can tune into this radio station on any smartphone or tablet.
iPhone,
Android,
BlackBerry,
Nokia,
Samsung,
Windows phones,
or whatever you have. Download the free TuneIn app from your phone or tablet's app store.
Tune in with music, sports, news, and comedy.
From over 70,000 radio stations around the world. Check it out at tunein.com.
Or your app store.
Everybody in the room, listen up.
Are you the next model or superstar looking to break into the entertainment industry but need the right exposure? Look no further than IPH, Infinity Powerhouse. The source for models, talent, ads, and media is searching for the next breakout star to be promoted and featured on all of its media platforms, including Lagucci Styles, TM and TSN Magazine, and IPH Magazine.
Mr. DeMille, I'm ready for my close-up.
IPH is currently looking for media professionals and clients to help advertise their brand on the #1 leading source for talent exposure, IPH. For more info or to subscribe to IPH digital publication magazines, visit them at infinitypowerhouse.com or send an email to infinitypowerhouse@gmail.com. Infinity is spelled INFINITI. IPH, bringing an innovative mindset to the forefront.
If you are what you say you are, a superstar.
Hey neighbor, what seems to be the problem?
Oh, everything. I need my car fixed, I'm behind on my bills, and I don't know where to get my taxes done.
You should call P&J Tax Professionals to get the money you need right away.
What do they offer?
They offer knowledgeable tax professionals, drop-off and pickup services, and year-round access for tax questions and service.
That sounds great and everything, but how will I gain access to my money?
They will have access to put your funds on a card. P&J Tax Professionals also have the referral program because word of mouth is worth paying for.
I'm going to call P&J Tax Professionals right now.
Good. Now you can get the money you need to get your car fixed and pay your bills.
Yeah, because it's becoming a little bit unattractive. Kind of like your mom.
Hey, what's wrong with my lawn?
If you're about getting your taxes done, come to P&J Tax Professionals, LLC. Look us up at pnjtax.net or call us at
1-866-220-2491.
We specialize in creating mobile apps for the entertainment industry. Go to bvmobileapps.com, click Get Started Now, create your account, choose your package, upload your content, and click Submit. BV Mobile Apps. Make it easy. Make it mobile.
Take Beat Break Radio on the go. You can download the app to listen to the show on your iPhone. Go mobile with Beat Break Radio today.
Download the Beat Break 87 FM app on your Android, smartphone, and other mobile devices right now. Find it on Google Play, the App Store, BlackBerry World, BlackVibes.com, and iTunes under Home Team Radio. Beat Break 87 FM, Atlanta's new underground station.
Previously on the Beat Break Morning Show.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have author and actress Sharon Ford in the studio.
Hello, hello, hello.
We talked about doing a monologue with you. You know what I'm saying, man? I love you.
All this time, we've been having missing money out of the account, and I couldn't count for it, and I'm an accountant? Are you really think I'm this damn stupid?
Hey, we ain't got to go there, baby. Look, I can make it. I can make it up to you. You know what I'm saying? I can make it up to you, baby.
Up to me? I've been asking for kids all these years,
baby. I've been
busy.
You
told me you didn't want no damn kids.
You ain't coming back. All y'all get up out of our house. But thank you for buying it for us, though, Sean. You ain't gonna never me because you ain't got what I like. So thank you for buying us our home. It's been a plan all along, and I appreciate you.
The best part of waking up isn't Folgers. It's the Beat Break Morning Show. Start your morning off right with Sean Garvey and the crew on BeatBreakRadioFM.com and HomeTeamRadio.com. Beat Break Radio FM, Atlanta's new underground station. Online 24/7 at beatbreakradiofm.com.
Who is she?
Who is this woman I keep hearing about?
Who is she? Who is she? The radio diva herself.
Oh my God, are you talking about?
That can't be her. Yes, it is, girl.
Wait a minute, that is her. Yeah, that is her.
Oh my God.
Everybody.
I have to call somebody. This is amazing.
I still can't believe it's her. Can I get your autograph?
You ain't making me miss her show. Ain't nobody got time for that. D Hill Radio Show with your host, D Hill.
Keep up the good job, man. You guys are doing a great job. I hope you blow up and become syndicated.
Call in at 404-355-8699 or 1-866-923-2860.
This is D Hill. With your host, D Hill.
This is D Hill.
With your host, D Hill.
Now, here's your host, D Hill.
What's up, ATL? Thank you all for tuning in to the D Hill Radio Show here on Love 860 AM WAEC, where we come to you live every Saturday night from 7 to 8 p.m. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get straight into it, man. I am so excited. You all know how much I love talking about the universe and everything like that. I believe so strongly in the universe. So we got Mr. Garrett here today that's going to give us some insight, give us some true information, because so much false information out there. So what I'm gonna do a little something different tonight. What I want to do tonight, I want to now do my announcements tonight, because it's like at the end of each show, it just goes by so fast, and I be forgetting stuff to say. So I'm gonna go ahead and do my announcements. So April the 20th, I'm going to sit on a panel. I'm very nervous because this is my first time ever doing that. And they did reach out to me and said, D, we see your Facebook page. We see what you be doing. You be on it. So, I'm excited about that. People are watching out there. So it's going to take place at our Armani Restaurant and Lounge. It's a Jamaican restaurant and lounge. And it's in Marietta. So I'm very excited about that. Make sure you go on my Facebook page to get more information. And the event, it's a free event. It is from 12 to 4 p.m. I don't have all the details. I just know that I'm on a panel, and that's good enough for me. So make sure you go on my Facebook page once again to get more details. And we definitely have a flyer together. I'm going to be sending that out, and I can't wait. This month, August, the 25th through the 28th, we got a big music conference coming up. This is a must-attend event. Like I say, there's a lot of music conference out there, but this one right here, D Hill is telling you that you have to attend this one. So later on the show, we're going to give you some more information about this music conference. But please make sure you put this on your calendar. August the 25th through the 28th. Is a big music conference, empowerment conference. And just the music conference name alone should make you want to attend this event. And also the people that's going to be there, you got to attend this event. So like I say, we're going to go over that a little bit later on in the show. But right now, we're going to get down and talk about some good information that Mr. Garrett Sr. is going to share with us. So I'm going to let you go ahead and introduce yourself and tell us, how you got started, why you got started, or the name of that first book that you wrote, all that good stuff.
Well, can you hear me?
Yeah, oh yeah,
all
definitely.
Right. How you everybody doing? It's been a pleasure to come here and talk to everybody about this wonderful experience that I've had walking this earth and trying to figure out, myself. And people ask me, where did I start? And I have to go back to the beginning. And maybe they understand that a long, long time ago, I had a near-death experience.
Okay.
And I saw myself bleed out. And it was a long, cold, bloody walk home.
Mm-hmm.
And when I sat down on my mother's porch, it was like it was a calmness that came over me. But at the same time, I found myself on the curb looking back at my body and my
Okay.
sister running out the house. I saw my mother running out the house. I saw everything happening in front of me, and I'm like, wait a minute. This is not what they told me was going to happen. The church is telling me, you either going to go to heaven or you're going to go to hell.
Okay.
I mean, I'm like, wait a minute, this is not either one. And I found myself floating through space and time. I mean, it was like I found myself floating to the hospital.
Okay.
And I saw them wheeling the wheelchair out, and I saw myself going into the hospital and laying me on the table that was cutting my clothes off me. And I'm like, what is this? And the next thing I know, I woke up and my sister was there.
Okay.
And since that moment, and that happened when I was 12 or 13 years old, I can't remember. But I asked my sister, and she said, oh, it was just a dream. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
But it was one of those things that in the first and second grade, I think it was the third grade, I was put in a special education group. And I found out then that I couldn't read. So it was at 8 years old that I found out that I had to figure out things differently.
Wow.
And then when I had this near-death experience, it's like, wait a minute, everything they're telling me is different from what I'm understanding and feeling that's going on in this world, because they're telling me something. And I'm looking at the the TV, and they got Twilight Zone and Outer Limits. This is when TV was trying to give you something about the future.
And when Twilight Zone was good.
Yes.
Yeah, when it was good.
When it had a philosophy. and it tried to take us on an outer body experience through the television.
Okay.
And that's where we lost ourselves, because we lost ourselves. We became tube people.
Okay.
The tube started telling us what to drink, what to eat, what kind of dress. I mean, everything was already there in front of us. We stopped thinking a long time ago.
Thank you.
And
Thank you.
That's the thing that really, when I met Arlinda, my first wife, and she gave me something in which I tell her all the time, the two greatest gifts I could ever receive was my two children.
Okay.
And Duane Jr. and my Linda. And since then, I've got so many other children, but when she gave me these two children, I said to myself, I'm going to give the world all my collective knowledge through this boy right here, because
we appreciate it.
And this is what I'm gonna have to do for my son, because what I learned was totally different from what people saw.
Okay.
And I had to give it to somebody, and I said, well, you know what? I can. She helped me create this clone, this other part of me, this thing in which I can pour all my information, these near-death experiences, my combat experiences when I was in the military. It was one of those things that I had so much to give to the world, and I said, wait a minute, I don't know how to give it. And when I met her, I said, I can do it through my son. And
so let me stop you before you go any further. Do you believe that there is a heaven and a hell?
I believe there's a living light.
Okay.
And within this living light, it's good. Nothing but pure goodness.
All right.
And that living light, I guess when they called it the Big Bang, sent out this energy all throughout the universe, that spark of life. And that spark of life landed here on this planet, and it became our souls from the two people. And we can create a heaven inside of our mind, and we can create a hell inside of our mind. Our mind will create whatever you want it to create. But in my world, I have no heaven, I have no hell. My thing is to return back to this living light. And then the living light will in turn send me back here and give me a new life, a new journey here on this planet. So as far as seeing a heaven and seeing all these people and me jumping down, running down these pearly gates and St. Peter and all this stuff, no, I can't go there, because the soul needs none of that.
Okay.
The soul, this energy that lives inside of us doesn't need all of that interaction. It needs life, and it can only find life here on this planet. And that greater power gives us that second and third and fourth chance, because we see our life pass before our eyes at that moment of death. And that was the one thing that really messed me up, because when I had that flash, and at my moment of death, there was nothing there. I didn't know who God was. I didn't know who Jesus, Buddha, Muhammad. I didn't know none of these things. So when I had this my life flashed before my eyes. There was nothing there.
Okay.
And in that moment, I asked myself, what have I done? And that was the one question that kept shooting through my mind. What have you done? And the first question was, you just killed yourself, Duane. Because this was a self-inflicted wound.
Wow.
And it was by accident, but it was still by my hands. And the first thing I said, I killed myself. And then these thoughts came of nothing. And it's like, well, now you can do this. Or the next time you come to this point in your life, you can have some other thoughts. So this voice behind me, and I have to stick with this female voice that always been with me, and people say, well, you had a guardian angel. And I said, I don't know what you want to call it. All I call it is the spirit that's always with me. She has always been with me. And I love the fact that this voice has always been there because she answered a lot of my questions.
Okay.
When people were sitting back saying these other things, you know, it was, I've led a crazy life, like most people would say, but I have distanced myself from a lot of people because they believe in monkeys turning into men, some kind of aliens coming down here, talking snakes, people coming back. I mean, there are a lot of things in which they threw at me.
Okay.
And it wasn't a part of reality because it took me back. And my walk through life was to understand everything from its beginning.
Okay.
And when I went back to the beginning, it was back all the way back to the garden, Shangri-La, that Garden of Eden where everything was in harmony. And a lot of things in which people talked about couldn't be created there.
Okay.
So I said, no, that's impossible because I know where I come from. I'm a descendant of a giant. So therefore, I know that when we fell from grace, that's when we started descending, and that's why we became so small. We can't blame woman for the downfall of man because when he killed another man is what started us on our road.
My question to you seem like you study the Bible a whole lot. And my question that I have for a lot of pastors is, and maybe this is just my ignorance, if they had two sons, where did this big whole community come from if they only had two sons? Where did the other people in the Bible
Let me say
from?
that, you said, I heard, this is what I've heard from people. And they said, read the Bible. And I said, well, you know what? It's okay, I'll read it because I didn't want people to know I was dyslexic. So I said, okay, I'll read it. So most of the time, I just listen to what people said.
Okay.
You're bound by your word. And if you read the book, then you should be able to tell me exactly what you're trying to get at. So I fished out there and said, yo, tell me what you're talking about. And a lot of stuff in which they were saying, I cross-reference in the Bible. And a lot of stuff didn't fall true. And it was like it was challenging my Boy Scout spirit.
Okay.
And, because I knew nature. As a Boy Scout, I knew what nature was all about. And when it started telling me stuff about what's going on in the Bible, I'm like, wait a minute. Those sound like my stories, but there's something's wrong, something's missing. Some type of evil is being inserted in here to pull me in the wrong directions because I'm not really feeling what you're saying because I'm listening to what they're saying out the Bible. And I'm saying, wait a minute, I really don't want to hear this. So when I have to keep telling people about the summer of '76. I made up my mind in Newport News to join the military and get away from these people who were believing in these vampires and talking snakes and all these things in which are not of nature. And I said, I got to go. There's got to be someplace else on this earth. And the military gave me the ability to go all over the world. And I went to Germany and I found they was worshiping a bunch of gods and said, there's only one. And then you got Zeus, Apollo, and they said, oh, we got all these gods, but there ain't but one. And I'm like, okay, y'all confused too because y'all sitting back saying the same thing. These people said, ain't but one, but you're telling us in school there's all these different gods. So, and I had to go back to the Bible again and figure out this verse that they were trying to get at. And it said that Moses brought a name down, and this name was I Am. And as I continued to cross-reference the Bible, I went to the commandments. And the commandments said, have no God but me. That was, well, some people say it's the second, some people say it's the first, but it's one of the commandments. And I had to reevaluate this word, God, G-O-D.
Okay, are we God? Because I've heard that before.
I'm going to
That
say
we're
that, and I
gods.
want you to take this to the next level, because this greater power that calls itself I am is a part of you.
Okay.
It's that thing that's inside of you that wants you to think that you are part of the universe.
Okay.
God, I don't believe in gods.
Okay.
These people walking around with hands, and they're saying Zeus and all that. If they got hands and feet, they're no God to me.
Okay.
The greater power that I understand is a living light. And I keep telling people, I serve nothing of this planet. I can't bow down. It says, do not bow down yourself. And I said, no way. And that was my first walk in life, that, you know, this man, because that's what they kept telling me. He is God. He. Everywhere is this he. And my walk in life was to confront this he. And every time I asked them questions, they would say the same thing. And I'm like, wait a minute, you're repeating the same thing that everybody else is saying. Do you have your own individual thought, your own philosophy, something outside of the box? And
Okay.
all of them were still stuck in this one book. And I said, y'all stuck. You're stuck in one book. They might be our stories, but someone has taken our stories and put them in this book and said that yours, and your soul is bound to these stories because you feel it in your car, you feel it in your spirit. Your genetic code is saying, I know these stories, but for some reason the evils are there. And it's saying like, well, what is going on? Something is not right. So I said, and I'll always say to myself, that there must be a greater book, and that greater book has to be the only book, the first book, and that's the constellations. No one knows who wrote the constellations.
Okay.
I say Adam.
Okay.
I say Adam wrote that book for this future generations so that we'll know the story that will be here till the end of time. It was here in the beginning, and it'll be here in the end. So that book that everybody sits back and say, don't look at this, and they got this zodiac that's going on right now that in my investigation of the zodiac, it was created during when we came here.
Okay.
It's called the zodiac when we came here, but in Sumerian they called it the universe. So if you see the model of the constellations, they didn't call it the zodiac. They called it the universe. So they took what we had as far as the universe and they twisted it around because, like I said, our souls are bound to these stories. And we say, that's a part of me. I know this. So we cling to these 12 constellations because we know they're a part of our story. But for some reason, someone has the children going in the wrong direction.
Okay.
It's going totally in reverse of the precession of the equinox. That's what it's called. We spiral, the world spirals around these 12 constellations.
Okay. You're an author and a philosopher. Okay. Tell us, what does philosopher mean for those that don't understand?
Okay. My understanding, I can't give you the book definition.
Okay.
But
your definition.
Yeah, my definition of a philosopher is, a person who comes along with a story, a good story in which the people says, I can believe that story.
Okay.
Now, we've had different people that come along throughout life. Jesus Christ, I think he was a philosopher. Moses, philosopher. Osiris, philosophers. We got all these people who says, I have a story that's been given to me by the greater power. And this greater power wants me to give it back to the children.
Okay.
And this philosophy is this story is so strong that it touches the hearts of people. And that's the thing that a philosophy does, is touches the hearts of people. I don't have a problem with the Bible. And I believe in it just as much as I believe in a whole bunch of other things. But it's one of those things that is a lot of stuff there that is a good philosophy. It drives us back to the great I am. If you remove the word God, and that's where I am, and you insert I am, everywhere in the book where it says God, it starts to turn into something totally different. You'll have a connection with the great I am. And then when you start saying I, you'll start saying, is this me? And then you'll say, this is not me, but this greater power is in me. And it drives me to say this, for I am a part of it, and it is a part of me. And that's the philosophy in which Moses brought down to tell them that this all-seeing eye in which y'all been seeing around Egypt, it wants you to understand that it has a first and a last name, a beginning and an end.
Okay.
So that's when he brought down the name I am.
Okay.
And they asked, well, what name you want us to call? Call me I am. Tell them I am sent me to you. And that's the thing that I'm missing, because I'm asking everybody, if you keep talking about your God, because every other religion have named their God. Mm-hmm. So I ask people, I said, when you say my God, what's the name that you're talking about? Mm-hmm. And Jehovah Jireh, a whole bunch of other different names come out, but I keep going back to the one part in the Bible that says, and everybody knows it because Charleston Heston played Moses, and everybody knows this 10 Commandments, and they know this name, I am. The name is so powerful that everybody on this earth puts it before their own. And they don't even know why, because it is the name of your Creator. That's how much respect even the soul has to say, you know what, I know what created me, so I will put it first. But we tend to tell the children it's just an identifier. But the children knows that it's more than just an identifier. And we're trying to say, well, it makes me God. No, it gives you that spark of life that came from this living light in the universe, says that you are connected to me through this name.
But you know what? If you ask the average person, why do they believe in God? Why do they believe in Jesus Christ, especially in our community? They don't have an answer to give you except for they was brought up like that.
Exactly.
They was brought up in church. That's the only answer that they could really give you. And for as like the research you have done, we as people don't take the time to do that.
Well, back in 77, I saw a movie, a little short series called Roots. And in that series, they talked about the Palmers.
Okay.
And because I'm a story kind of person, I connected that Palmer straight to my mother because she was a Palmer.
Okay.
And from then on, I said, you know what? What happened in those 400 years of this planet, on this land, it does not belong to me. I'm not even going to look at it. It's not even a part of my life. Okay. I'm going to start off where Kunta left off at, to say, you know what, we're a part of something greater. So my walk was to go back and understand what were they reading. And that's when I said the constellations has been told throughout. Every continent has a story about the constellations. So therefore, this book in which they're trying to make us read and trying to shove down our throat and say, well, this is the truth, the only truth, and nothing but the truth. But we were given in the beginning 2 vowels. I mean, we know that vowels are something in which you have an oath to.
Okay.
But the soul has been given 2 vowels, and that's the I and the Y. And we pronounce that word I. And we understand this word as I because it is the word that was passed down from a long time ago. But see, it has now come to our understanding that we can put it in writing.
Okay.
And now that we can see this I and this Y in writing, because a picture's 1,000 words.
Oh, yes.
And this I and the Y is the beginning and the end of infinity. And it wants people to understand that it is the beginning and the end of infinity.
Okay.
It was here in the beginning. It says I am infinity,
okay,
the way it spoke to me. And I said, you know what, then my search is over. I found what I was looking for, because then when I leave here and I have this near-death experience again, because we're going to have it again, but maybe I'll cross over, maybe I don't. But the next time I see it, my life flashed before my eyes, and I'll know that I lived a good life. That I have my grandbabies to say, you know what, Granddaddy didn't give up. That Granddaddy said, you know what, this is not our history. We don't have to be bound by all this hatred and all this blood and all this stuff. We can go all the way back to when we were peaceful people, when we were telling stories of peace. Because that's what we are. We are people of color. And that's every color. That's pink, green. I have to tell you that I believe that we are descendants of what we used to hear, the Jolly Green Giant. So as far as us being the original color, I don't think that we are that either. I think that, like I said, in our downfall, just like things turn from green to brown in nature, as it dies, I think that that's what happened to our skin. And that's my philosophy as far as a lot. Like I said, I take everything back to nature. If it didn't exist in nature, it don't exist in my mind.
All right.
So
okay. Since we're gonna take a music break, we're gonna come back, and since we're talking about nature, we're gonna also be discussing what I was brought up, astrology. So we're gonna be discussing all that good stuff when we come back from this music break.
Beat Break Radio FM, Atlanta's new underground station. Online 24/7 at beatbreakradiofm.com.
Hey world, it's your man Precise, and I have great news. The Precise Music app is finally available for your iPhone, Android, and BlackBerry through Amazon and other app stores. That's Precise Music. Music is spelled with a Z. Go get it for all things precise. Powered by BlackVibes.com. I tried to put it off, but I can't. It's on me. Tried to blame the other man, but I can't. It's on me. Stay in tune. That's Precise Music. Music is spelled with a Z.
Everybody in the room, listen up.
Are you the next model or superstar looking to break into the entertainment industry but need the right exposure? Look no further than IPH, Infinity Powerhouse. The source for models, talent, ads, and media is searching for the next breakout star to be promoted and featured on all of its media platforms, including Lagucci Styles, TM and TSN Magazine, and IPH Magazine.
Mr. DeMille, I'm ready for my close-up.
IPH is currently looking for media professionals and clients to help advertise their brand on the #1 leading source for talent exposure, IPH. For more info or to subscribe to IPH digital publication magazines, visit them at infinitypowerhouse.com or send an email to infinitypowerhouse@gmail.com. Infinity is spelled INFINITI. IPH, bringing an innovative mindset to the forefront.
If you are what you say you are, a superstar.
Hey neighbor, what seems to be the problem?
Oh, everything. I need my car fixed, I'm behind on my bills, and I don't know where to get my taxes done.
You should call P&J Tax Professionals to get the money you need right away.
What do they offer?
They offer knowledgeable tax professionals, drop-off and pick-up services, and year-round access for tax questions and service.
That sounds great and everything, but how will I gain access to my money?
They will have access to put your funds on a card. P&J Tax Professionals also have the referral program because word of mouth is worth paying for.
I'm going to call P&J Tax Professionals right now.
Good. Now you can get the money you need to get your car fixed and pay your bills.
Yeah, because it's becoming a little bit unattractive. Kind of like your lawn.
Hey, what's wrong with my lawn?
If you're about getting your taxes done, come to P&J Tax Professionals, LLC. Look us up at pnjtax.net or call us at
1-866-220-2491.
What's up, ATL? Make sure that you check out the D Here Radio Show every Saturday night and Sunday night at 7 p.m. on Beat Break 87 and BeatBreakRadioFM.com. All right, we're back here on the D Here Radio Show. Like I said, we got some good information for you all today, so I hope that you all are listening in, and I hope that you all are recording this show as well. So we got Miss DeShonda here on the line with us today. So she's going to go over the event that I was telling you all about, that I'm on the panel, my first time being on the panel, and I am so excited. So she's going to give us more details on August the 20th. Hi, DeShonda.
Hey, how are you?
I'm good. How are you, lady?
I'm great. I'm wonderful.
Thank you so much for asking me to be on this panel. I'm so excited.
It's not a problem. I've been looking for just some women, some powerhouse women to motivate our young women, our young generation.
Oh,
and
yes.
Women in general that, you know, they may have questions that they want to ask.
Okay.
They can't go and ask to their friends, or they can't ask their loved ones, but they may feel better, even if it's anonymous, to ask a question anonymous to strangers.
Okay,
and
yeah,
even
definitely.
and even about business and different aspects of life, whether it be love, relationships, friendships. They pretty much have an open forum to talk to these women, these powerful women that I have on panel.
Oh, thank you so much. Oh, when is it? Okay, it's taking place August the 20th. Okay, I don't think I gave out the address. I just said Our Money Restaurant and Lounge.
Okay, yes, it is at Our Money's Restaurant and Lounge, 1644 Atlanta Road, Marietta, Georgia.
Okay, I did get Marietta right. Is there a fee to attend this event?
There is going to be a fee. The fee is because the fee is just going to cover because it is a brunch. So the fee to get in is going to be $10 at the door. And we're just having, and just so it'll be able to cover, for you ladies to come in and sit down and enjoy it. There will be food, so the fee will cover some of the food that is on the menu because there is a menu there.
Okay, and the time?
The time is from 12 p.m. to 4 p.m.
Okay.
And that's August the 20th. So any ladies out there that you have questions, you want to come out, you want to ask these powerful women. I know they have a lot of knowledge. They came from all different walks of life. You have a married woman that's on the panel. You have a single woman that's on the panel. You have a single woman that's in a relationship on the panel. So you have women from different all walks of life. So you can ask from each category.
Okay.
So what do you here for all that?
I'm one of the panelists.
I mean, which one are you? You married, single? Which one are you?
I don't know. I don't want to say the wrong thing, get in trouble.
Yo,
don't keep my mouth closed on that one. But Deshonda, once again, this is my first time being on a panel, and I'm just so excited about it. I thank you from the bottom of my heart. I really do appreciate it. Do they have a website that they can go to?
Well, they could go to my website, which is I'm on Facebook. Pretty much what you can do is you go on my Facebook page. It's Inspiration Events and Travel.
Okay.
And then you'll see the different things that's on there. The flyer will be out soon, so I will be sending the flyer out so everyone can see it, and they'll be able to go on there and just pretty much say if they're interested. So I'm going to have it up. I'm going to create the event on Facebook so they can go out and just register to the Facebook post.
All right, and I'll definitely help spread it. And once again, thank you so much I know you're at work, just thank you so much for calling in. We got Roberts on the other line. We're going to click over to her. Did you want to say something else?
No, I just wanted to thank all the women that's on the panel, like yourself, Miss Diana Wadley, Shiel Robinson, that's on the other line. I have Tara Seals, I have Stephanie Franklin, and like I said, the wonderful Miss D. Hill.
Oh, yes.
And I cannot
right, the wonderful Miss D. Hill.
I can't forget the owner of the establishment.
Okay.
I can't Arami. I can't never say her name right, but she's gonna kill me when I.
She needs to kill you.
But I just want to thank all you ladies for stepping out and just being a part of the Sophisticated Ladies event. That's going to be going that day.
All right, thank you so much. So we're gonna go ahead and click on to She Roberts now and give her half a minute or so she can speak on the event. Hi, She.
Yes, ma'am. I am here.
Hey, lady. How you doing?
I am well, Dee. How are you, honey?
Doing pretty good. I just want to thank you for allowing me to be on this panel. Like I was saying before, it's my first time, and I'm just so excited. Deshonda called in and gave us some information on the event, the time and location and everything. Is it anything you wanted to add right quick?
I was just going to say, come on out. Anybody that needs inspiration, we are sisters sewing into other sisters. We are doing what we can to inspire and uplift our sisters. Like she said, the amazing D. Hill. I mean, what else can you say?
Oh, Lord. Y'all blowing my head up.
I've been pouring into you and saying, nope. I don't care if this is your first time. It's your first time for a reason, honey.
Oh,
it's your first time for a reason. There is always a beginning to it. What did he say? He was just saying?
Yes, you right about that.
Yeah, bad man,
so right about that. But, babe, thank you.
In Atlanta that I have seen that is such a humble spirit.
Oh.
And I watched you do amazing things here in Atlanta on behalf
They
of
know you.
radio and other women. So we need what you have in you. We need what you have in you. So I'm excited.
All right.
I'm excited. And by the way, you're with me. You're the single woman. So
Who said she was single?
Right.
She didn't say she was single.
All right. Thank you, She Baby. I appreciate that so much.
Yeah, right.
All right. And I can't wait to sit on that panel with you on the 20th.
I can't wait to be there with you as well. Thank you so much for inviting us on.
Okay, yeah. Anytime, babe.
Awesome. Talk to you soon.
Okay, love.
Did you singing now?
Huh?
You singing?
I'm going to be quiet. Like I said, I don't want to get myself in no trouble. But anyway, we're going to move on
just wanna know.
to Mr. Garrett
know.
Senior giving us some true insight, some good information. Yes, he is. What I said?
You said it right. I said he's deep.
Oh, okay. All right. I thought I pronounced his name wrong.
No,
okay.
I'd correct you if you did.
Oh, okay. I appreciate that. So we're going to talk about astrology. Give us some insights on that. I've heard over the years, people always tell me, you need to know your sign. You need to know your sign. It's going to tell you a lot about you. So is that even true?
Well, we are talking about celestial alignments.
Okay.
So our people do know about the alignments of the stars, and there are people.
Okay.
These people who are connected to the universe.
Okay.
They don't know that they're going in the wrong direction, but they are getting a constant flow.
Okay.
From this energy, from wherever it's coming from. They just I think mankind is continuing to save itself, not knowing that it's saving itself. Just like saying the name I am. Even subconsciously saying that, you're connecting with the universe.
Okay.
So the thing is with me is this zodiac is subconsciously really connecting with the universe and trying to tell the children, keep looking at this, at this, because it's a part of your spirit. And I think that every month, you're right, is connected to a constellation.
Okay.
And because we're connected to that constellation, there is a story that goes with that constellation. I mean, on the website that I have, this It Shall Be Done, that's ITSHELBYDUNN.com.
Okay.
It tells everybody the story in which connects them to the universe. Because once you understand your part, your purpose is to learn this story of this constellation and how it relates to your life, so you can pass it down to your children and you'll be connected to the universe.
Okay.
But otherwise, we're telling people that, well, it's this feeling and that feeling, but it may be more than that. Only thing I can tell you that I never got that connection. Only thing I knew is that the constellation Leo, being the lion that it is, it just said that you are connected in nature to the nature of this beast.
Okay.
Would that be your birthday?
And
you will be a Leo?
I am a Leo. Yes, I'm a.
You a Leo too?
No, I'm not a Leo.
But see, I understand when I looked at the story, as far as the constellations, it tells the story that the Leo, it's the answer to the riddle of the Sphinx.
Okay.
I mean, everybody's been what is the answer to the riddle of the Sphinx? What is the answer to the riddle of the Sphinx? It's right there on the website, and it's right there, and people say, well, that can't be it. That's it, only because it's that simple.
Would it be your story? Is that your story? Or is that...
I have a hypothesis, my brother. See, when we have to say that this is just a theory. One theory that is thought of by one man that says, that's what they think, this is what I think. And I'm going to leave it up to my children to give them a choice to say, you can choose what they say, or you can choose what I say. Or you can choose your own way.
That's what I'm looking for right now.
Right.
Everybody got their own theory.
Exactly, my brother. My thing is to introduce back to the world, to get our children thinking again.
Okay.
How do we get them back?
How do we get them back?
No. Are you saying however we get them back to thinking right, we have to do it? Is that what you're saying? Like,
yes, we are the ones who
household.
took it from them.
Right.
We are the ones who took it from them. That's why I go back to the television, because we were consumed into the television then, and that's why the children are disconnected today, because now the television has been shrunk down to little iPads and phones and all that stuff.
Right.
We were the ones sitting up there staring into that tube. We
correct.
made them the way they are. That's why we have to fix this.
We
The
have to bring back.
the first thing I tell people is the way you fix things is you start over. You give it a new beginning. So, and I think this world is ready to open a cold case. And y'all understand what a cold case is, right? That's a case that was unsolved or maybe the verdict went another way. Because the trial of Adam and Eve is one of those cases in which I think the children needs to reevaluate or take this cold case and say, let's reintroduce some more evidence. Because the nature of woman, and I keep talking about this woman, this nature of woman that I've often tried to understand here on this earth, but I couldn't understand it because y'all are complicated creatures. But the thing is
I'm beginning to learn this now.
The thing is,
I can't wait till the DL come out.
The reason why woman is so complicated is because her car was scarred. Her spirit has been cut down, has been shattered into pieces, and we looking at witches, bitches, and all these other things we calling woman. She's evil. She talked to this snake, and as I walk through
from the beginning, she messed up from the jump.
As I walk through life, I found that story is impossible. Woman would never listen to a snake over the only man on earth that would provide protection for her. Because I know woman lives for protection. That's what she needs. She hungers for that. That's what women are hungering for today. I want protection, but man's word is not his bond today. So therefore, we have to start over. We have to start over and tell
he done fell off into their role now. They loving this. Y'all can see these smiles up in here.
And open up this book as well as woman talking to a snake.
Man.
The story never happened. The story never happened.
Okay.
And then I look at the story and I talk about the creator and the first two children that it put here. And I'm thinking, as a parent, because like I said, I have to connect with this nature thing. Why would the creator put a talking snake with the first two children? It's like, wait a minute, that's bad parenting. That cannot be true. Mother Nature and Father Time would never put a snake in there to deceive woman, because this power has seen the beginning and the end of time. It should already know the end of the story and how it's going to be played out. So therefore, the story can't be true, because I know as a parent, I would never set my children up for failure. Not ever will I set them up for failure. I will give them everything they need to succeed. And for you to tell me that this story about the first two children ever put here were all these evils. Remember I talked about the evils. All these things happened to them, and because woman listened to a talking snake. And I say again, I've been a Boy Scout since I was 6, 7 years old. Ain't no snake
let me see your Boy Scout symbol. Where your Boy Scout symbol at? You ain't no Boy Scout.
Not anymore. I'm an infantryman now. I turned blue in 1977. I graduated from being a Boy Scout. You must know
the Boy Scout symbol, man.
I would still be trustworthy, loyal, helpful, friendly, courteous.
Okay, man. We're not talking about Boy Scouts.
Brave, clean, and reverent. I'm going to always be these characteristics of a Boy Scout. I would never change, because see, I think people take
I'm with you,
humor.
They
take it to the next level.
Yeah.
When people are trying to be serious,
you all the way.
They'll throw a little humor in there and say, I'm just trying to make light of it. But the children don't know no difference. They think that what you're saying is funny. It's supposed to be laughed at. And you're saying, well, you know what? I was trying to be serious, but he was trying to be funny. Which one does the children understand? And I try to get back to people and say, you know what? Children don't understand what you're doing. You've confused these children to the point where they're confused. They don't know what's right or what's wrong, but they do know one thing. I can stare into this tube and disappear from your world.
That's right.
That's the one thing they do know for sure. So my thing is to reopen this case of Adam and Eve. You have to reevaluate what happened in the beginning. We need to take this blemish off a woman's soul, because we have sit up there and they carry this blemish, and we sit up there and everybody says it. Well, woman was the downfall of man. She talked to this thing. And I'm like, wait a minute, snakes don't talk.
And men
you got
say
a lot
that
of people are guilty. You got
right.
a lot of people that are guilty.
You're right.
And then you sit up there and you sit up there and you take this television, this tube, and you create these characters where animals are talking. And then all of a sudden, now the children stirs into the tube and they believe that snakes can talk. Only because you've turned that tube into their train of thought. They can't think outside the tube. That's my thing, is to turn them back to the universe, to tell them, look at the one thing that has been here since the beginning. The thing that was here 400 years ago before we came to this nation 1,000 years ago. See, I go back and I try to tell my wife that the Indian, there's the Native American, in which I've tracked them. My grandmother, she had some Indian blood in her. So I had to track these things through time. I couldn't just jump straight to Africa. I had to stay here to understand the nature of this land, what was here.
That's right.
And this name, Hiawatha, kept popping up, saying, you know what, there is a person who walked this planet, or should I say America, and united all the Indian tribes. So therefore, we can do this again. We can continue to unite, not tribes, but the race.
The
These
name that you just said.
different races.
I'm going back. No. You can't leave us hanging. You said a name. You said Hiawatha.
Hiawatha.
Now, elaborate on that.
Hiawatha?
Yeah. I mean, you don't leave them hanging.
Okay, no.
You got a lot of people out there listening.
Okay.
And you said Hiawatha, and he walked this earth.
Right. Hiawatha was a Native American. Okay. Did I say that? I didn't
No,
say
you didn't
that.
say that.
I'm sorry. Hiawatha was a Native American who was appointed, just like every man's appointed a duty, given a philosophy that they must follow. Hiawatha was given that philosophy of the Indian nation, that we don't have to fight amongst each other. We are peaceful people. We are peaceful people. So he was sent on a journey to unite all the 12 tribes. I say the 12 tribes. I'm stuck on 12. I don't know what Hiawatha
good number.
might have done.
12 is a good
number. But 12 in my book is the first two numbers in time.
Okay.
1 and 2.
Okay.
And the reason why it was given to us,
I'm
because
with you all the way, bro.
First and the second number in time. I am 1 and she is 2, because she can multiply. And that's the order.
But she can't multiply without
Dr.
you.
One.
Absolutely right.
There we go.
That's why we are what? Did I say we are? Didn't I say we won?
We won.
Okay, then. So
I'm with you all the way.
I already let you know what place I stand. See, I never thought chivalry died. See, I have sit up there and I'll continue to defend the honor of woman. That's why I carry a gentleman's cane. Because, see, there are some things in time that I have to hold on because I'm a man.
That's right.
And when you start taking these manly duties, these manly responsibilities away from me, I start saying, wait, that makes me less a man. So that's why my walk in life has been different, because I've seen people lower their standards of a man and just succumb to it and say, well, I'm here, I'm at this point. But now we're at this point where our children don't know what a real man is. And that's not a good thing, because now we look around. We look around and now we it's a little twisted, and we have to start all over. Now, I can only tell people we need to reopen the cold case of Adam and Eve to get that out in the open, so that the women, and as I walk through America and understanding it, this woman's suffrage came up. I mean, it was like Susan B. Anthony was talking to me and said, hey, you know what, you can do this for me because I started it. I wanted all the women to be equal to every American.
I'm with you.
So my thing, as far as this evidence in which I must bring forth to say, you know what, we have to take this blemish off of woman. We have to cast this thing down and take the blame ourselves when we killed the first man. Man killed man. We're supposed to banish people. We're supposed to tell people, go away before you raise any arms against him. All right. I killed a man. And once I killed the first man, that was the downfall.
We only have 2 minutes left. Where can they hear you
Way to go, brother.
in person?
That's why I try to break it down for you so you can get it all in so they understand.
Where can they hear you in person if they wants to come and hear you in person?
In person? Now,
you got to go some woman. You can't leave that right here today.
You're going to be at the music conference?
You have to talk to Arlinda Garrett. She'll let you know exactly where I'll be.
All right.
Whenever I'll be there. I'm like the wind. She already knows. I'm like the
You're going to
wind.
be at the music conference, MBE Music Empowerment Conference, that everybody must attend. August the 21st through the 25th is going to 21st. I'm sorry. August the 25th through the 28th is going to be held at the Crown Plaza Hotel, and you can go to www.mbeconference.com. Major labels going to be there: Atlanta and Atlantic and Capitol Records. DJs will be on hand to answer any questions that people may have. So this is a So everybody in the music industry, definitely radio, because y'all love to get y'all music out there on the radio. So that's why this is a must-attend event. You can also perform. Yeah, you can definitely also perform. So, and this is the biggest network opportunity. So y'all, please make sure that you go to www.mbeconference.com. Where can they go on your website, Mr. Garrett? What's the name of your website?
My website is itshallbedone.com. That's itshellbydunn.com. But you can find me under Duane Anthony Garrett Sr.
Okay.
Garrett Sr. And I will pop up, and every connection that I have, Facebook, Instagram, and all that stuff will pop up also. So it's better if to go to Duane A. Garrett Sr.
All right. Okay, Preacher Man, right quick, what you got coming up?
Uptown, 18th, 19th, and the 20th.
All right. So
I'm coming to your event first that day. I'm going to be there like 12 noon. I'm going to do a whole day with y'all, and then I'm going to go to Uptown and do my thing.
Make sure you do that.
So you got to follow me. When I finish, you got to leave, and your crew got to come to Uptown.
I can do that. All right, this is D Hill. Just make sure that you follow me on Facebook. And thank you all for tuning in to the D Hill radio show here on Love 860 AM every Saturday night from 7 to 8 p.m. live.
Beat Break Radio FM, Atlanta's new underground station. Online 24/7 at beatbreakradiofm.com.
Hi, this is Clifford English, your host and producer of The Gospel Train. Join me every Sunday from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. right here on Beat Break 87 FM radio. You will be encouraged, you will be equipped, you will be educated, you will be entertained, all while hearing the best in gospel music. Don't miss your connection with the Gospel Train right here on Beat Break 87 FM radio. BeatBreakRadioFM.com.
Tune your radio.
Tune in.
Now. You can tune into this radio station on any smartphone or tablet.
iPhone,
Android,
BlackBerry,
Nokia,
Samsung,
Windows phones,
or whatever you have. Download the free TuneIn app from your phone or tablet's app store.
Tune in with music, sports, news, and comedy.
From over 70,000 radio stations around the world. Check it out at TuneIn.com.
Or your app store.
Everybody in the room, listen up.
Are you the next model or superstar looking to break into the entertainment industry but need the right exposure? Look no further than IPH, Infinity Powerhouse. The source for models, talent, ads, and media is searching for the next breakout star to be promoted and featured on all of its media platforms, including Lagucci Styles, TM and TSN Magazine, and IPH Magazine.
Mr. DeMille, I'm ready for my close-up.
IPH is currently looking for media professionals and clients to help advertise their brand on the #1 leading source for talent exposure, IPH. For more info or to subscribe to IPH digital publication magazines, visit them at infinitypowerhouse.com or send an email to infinitypowerhouse@gmail.com. Infinity is spelled INFINITI. IPH, bringing an innovative mindset to the forefront.
If you are what you say you are, a superstar.
Hey neighbor, what seems to be the problem?
Oh, everything. I need my car fixed, I'm behind on my bills, and I don't know where to get my taxes done.
You should call P&J Tax Professionals to get the money you need right away.
What do they offer?
They offer knowledgeable tax professionals, drop-off and pickup services, and year-round access for tax questions and service.
That sounds great and everything, but how will I gain access to my money?
They will have access to put your funds on a card. P&J Tax Professionals also have the referral program because word of mouth is worth paying for.
I'm going to call P&J Tax Professionals right now.
Good. Now you can get the money you need to get your car fixed and pay your bills.
Yeah, because it's becoming a little bit unattractive. Kind of like your lawn.
Hey, what's wrong with my lawn?
If you're about getting your taxes done, come to P&J Tax Professionals, LLC. Look us up at pnjtax.net or call us at
1-866-220-2491.
We specialize in creating mobile apps for the entertainment industry. Go to bvmobileapps.com, click Get Started Now, create your account, choose your package, upload your content, and click Submit. BV Mobile Apps. Make it easy. Make it mobile.
Take Beat Break Radio on the go.
You can download the app to listen to the show on your iPhone. Go mobile with Beat Break Radio today.
Download the Beat Break 87 FM app on your Android, smartphone, and other mobile devices right now. Find it on Google Play, the App Store, BlackBerry World, BlackVibes.com, and iTunes under Home Team Radio. Beat Break 87 FM, Atlanta's new underground station.
The Beat Break Morning Show can be heard everywhere from your cell phone to your laptop. Listen to the Beat Break Morning Show on BeatBreakRadioFM.com, on any mobile device, and on HomeTeamRadio.com. Download the Home Team Radio app to your smartphone to listen to the show. Watch the Beat Break Morning Show weekdays and weekends on Georgia State Television and GSTVOnline.org. Check local listings for dates and times.